The House committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol will go public with its findings starting this week.
So for more on what we could expect, we're joined now by Wayne Petrozzi, a professor emeritus, Department of Politics and Public Administration at Toronto Metropolitan University. So glad you're here, Wayne. So let's get into this. It's going to be launched in prime time this Thursday evening at 8 o'clock. We're going to see some of the results of the findings here. They're really drumming this up to be something big. Where should we be setting our expectations?
Well, I think you're going to something different. You're not going to see a host of witnesses who are meant to provide background for the main witnesses. They're going to cut right to the chase, introduce main witnesses, main documentary evidence, and take things from there.
Yeah, and Wayne, we know it's been 500 days since that January 6th attack on Capitol Hill. Do you think that we'll be seeing, I know you said we won't be seeing perhaps any big witnesses, but any new information come to light as a result of this?
I would suspect you will. You already saw a revelation in the last 24 hours about an email sent privately to the state of Georgia Republican officials to keep quiet the fact that they're putting together a slate of alternate electors to replace those that had been chosen. So yes, you'll see more of that kind of information that hasn't previously been released.
Mm-hmm.
So, Professor, how significant are these next several days going to be in the American-U.S. system? I mean, on the one hand, you have people who sort of completely believe that the election was stolen from Donald Trump. On the other hand, you have people believing otherwise, that it was a sort of fair and free election. The significance of what comes out of this, can you put it into perspective?
Well, I think it's hard for us as Canadians to understand all this because it might seem obvious to us that something untoward happened in January 2021. And we kind of shake our heads and try to figure out, well, why wouldn't you look into this? Why wouldn't anything be done? In the United States, though, that is not how they work. I suspect this will simply further the breakdown of American society into these two warring political camps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've certainly seen a lot of polarization. Donald Trump, obviously a central figure in this. He was still president during the time of this attack, this riot. What do you think is going to come out for him after this proceeding or this review gets publicized?
I don't think his hold on his supporters will diminish. He will continue to be enabled both by elected Republicans in the House and the Senate. He will continue to be enabled by America's version of Pravda news agency, which was a news agency in the Soviet Union back in the day when the Communist Party ran things. And in fact, Pravda means what Trump called his social media outfit. Truth.
Right.
Okay, so it seems like this is just all a lesson to show how democracy was almost put on the brink of disaster, but no real consequences for Mr. Trump. Okay,
Very
Wayne,
unlikely.
All right, Wayne Petrozzi, Professor Emeritus, Department of Politics and Public Administration at the Toronto Metropolitan University. That is a mouthful. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Professor.
Oh, you're welcome.